Good day, Sir PM Awanan. I am Juan Rene Ferrer from BSIT 3D, and today I will be doing a demonstration on how to answer the VLSM subnetting table and addressing scheme. So, let's proceed. Una, check po muna natin itong diagram and proceed na po tayo sa pagsagot sa VLSM subnetting table. So, ang una nating sasagutan ay ang number of hosts, and ang pagsagot natin sa number of hosts ay from highest to lowest. So, ang una nating kukunin bilang number of hosts is si PC6 which has 900 hosts. Put lang natin. Next was the PC1 which has 765 hosts. And the next one will be the PC2. Yeah, PC2, which has 350 hosts. And the next one will be the PC4, which has 150 hosts. And next is the PC5, which has 125 hosts. And next would be the PC3, which has a 50 hosts. Yeah. Yung mga leave blanks naman po dito is for the routers. So, itong tatlong router na po na ito. So, kanilang number of hosts po ay 2. Kasi, bakit 2? Dahil 0.2 lang po sila. So, proceed po tayo. 2 and 2. So, yan. Next, proceed po tayo sa network address. So, sa network address naman, makukuha natin yung mga ito sa provided o network address galing sa network diagram. So, it is 192.168.0. So, yan. Na-insert na po natin yung proceed po tayo sa pagkuha ng sunod na network address. So, ang pagkuha ng second network address, kailangan po natin ng CIDR and data. So, yan. Kakailanganin po natin ng subnetting table para masagutan po natin. So, proceed po tayo. So, sasagutan natin first is, or hanapin natin yung CIDR ni 900. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. So, ang CIDR ni 900 is 22. And the next one is the 765, and uh, it has also 22 CIDR, and next po natin is si 350, which has 23 CIDR. Yan. And next is the 150, which has 24 CRDR. And next, 125, 150, so next 125, and 125 has 25 CRDR, and the host number 50 naman po has 26 CIDR. So yeah, proceed naman po tayo sa mga routers. The routers has a CDR of 30. So yan, 30 and 30. So ayan, nalagay na po natin yung CDR, and let's proceed to theta. So kunin natin yung theta ni 22, and theta ni 22 is 0.0.4.0, and the theta of CIDR 22 same CIDR of 765 is 22, same as the CIDR of 900, so same sila ng theta, so 0.0.4.0. And the next one will be the 350. So the CIDR of 350 is 23. So ang theta po niya is 2 2.0, and 24, 0.0.1.0. The next one is 25, which has 0.0.0.128. Next one, 26, which has 0.0.0.64. So proceed po tayo sa mga pagkuha ng theta ng routers. So they're all at the same CIDR, which is 30. So this means pare-pareho sila ng theta. So their theta is 0.0.0.4. So 0.0.0.4. The last one would be same as the two others. So we're done getting the theta and the CIDR of the host numbers, number of hosts. So kompleto na yung CIDR at data. So, let's proceed sa pagtuloy ng pagkuha ng network address. So, ang pagkuha ng second network address is itong unang network address is ipa-plus natin sa theta. So, this means 192.168.0.0 plus the theta 0.0.4.0. So, start tayo. So, 192.168.4.0. Oh, sorry. 0. So, ayan. As we can see, kuha natin yung .4 dahil sa pinag-plus natin yung first network address plus the theta. So, proceed po tayo sa third network. So, same process. Network address plus theta. So, we have 192.168. So 4 plus 4, it would be 8.0. Yan. So, proceed tayo sa pang-apat. So, same process. Network address plus theta. So, we have 190.168.10. So, why 10? Kasi 8 plus 2. So, that 0. So, proceed tayo sa pang-5. So, we have here 192.168.11.0. Proceed tayo sa pang-6. So, here we have we have 168 that 11 that so as you can see, nag-retain yung 11 kasi as we can see here sa theta na to is wala na siyang number dito, 0 na siya. So retain lang yan and ito yung i-add natin. So yes, let's proceed. So sa 2 naman is we have 192.168.11.192. Paano natin nakuha yung 192? Kasi 128 plus 64 is equals to 192. So, proceed tayo. We have here the 192.168.11.196. So again, y196. So we added the 192 plus the 4 in here sa part ng theta. So nakuha natin yung 196 na network address. So let's proceed to the last part of the network address. So we have here the 192.168.11.200. So yan. Kompleto na po natin yung network address CIDR, and the theta. And ngayon, uh, ang pagkuha na ang pagkuha naman natin sa first usable IP address ay network address plus 1. So this means kukunin lang natin itong network address, mag-add lang tayo ng isa. So we have here the IP address of 192.168.0.1. So again, bakit 1? Kasi kinuha natin yung network address and we just added 1. So the 0 in here, magiging 1 siya dito kasi we added 1. So next, so 192.168.4.1. Next, 192.168.8.1. So yeah, tama. So proceed tayo dito. So we have 192.168.10.1. So same process. We have 192.168.11.1. So yan. And in here, okay, so 192.168.11.129. So yeah, tama. Yes. And the next is 192.168.11.193. Yeah. And this part will be 192.168.11.197. So the last one will be 192.168.11.201. So yan, unti-unti na natin tapos yung pag-configure ng VLSF subnetting table. So we still have the last usable IP address and broadcast address, and after that we can proceed na into addressing scheme. So the next one will be the broadcast address. In here, as you can see, bakit mauuna yung broadcast address? Kasi hindi natin makukuha yung last usable kapag hindi muna natin makuha yung broadcast address. So ang pagkuha natin sa broadcast address is kunin lang natin yung network address. Ito, yan, -1 lang tayo para makuha natin yung broadcast address. So ang first broadcast address natin is 1 192 dot um, what is it? Mm, 192 dot uh, 168 uh, dot 3 dot 255. So why is this the first broadcast address? 192.168.3.255. Nakuha po natin yung 192.168.3.255. Excuse me. Is dito sa part na to. Ito yung part na kukunin natin. Yan. So kaya natin nakuha yung 3 kasi dito sa part ng 4 is nagbawas tayo ng isa, so naging 3. Ayan. So dito natin siya lalagay, and plus 3 numbers is the 255. So yeah. And dito lang sa may kailangan lang tayong ilagdag na isa dito sa network address. So yan, para dito sa last na pagkuha natin broadcast address. So in here, ito yung last network address natin. So ilalagay natin dyan is 192.168.11.204. So bakit 204? Dahil dito po natin kinuha yung network address na isa, and then plus the theta. So naging 192.168.11.204. So ayan. Okay. So proceed tayo sa pagkuha ng broadcast address. So dahil dito natin kinuha yung unang first broadcast address natin, and dito tayo nag -1, ang second broadcast address natin is dito naman natin kukunin sa pangatlong network address. So we have here 192.168 dot 7.255. So bakit 7 again? Kasi 8 yung pinagkuhanan natin. So dito tayo nag -1. So kunin natin yung third broadcast address. So kuha ulit tayo dito. So ito yung kukunin natin. Yan. So we have 192.168.9.255. So same process hanggang sa mabuo natin. Ganun lang. We just have to minus from the network address para makuha natin yung broadcast address. So we have 11 here, so we have 192.168.10 that okay. So what do we have here? 3, 9, 10. So 2 by 5. So, ito. Ayan. So, proceed. Proceed tayo. So, in here, as we can see here, meron na siyang karugtong dito sa dulo, unlike the mga nauna na 0. So in this part, dito na po tayo sa dulo magbabawas. So we have 192.168.11 that 127. So bakit 127? Again, dito po tayo magbabawas sa dulo. So proceed. Well, we have in the 192, so we have here 192.168 .11.19 191. So what do we have here? So proceed tayo. Tama ba? So ito, dito natin kukunin. Again, we have 196 here. So we have 192.168.11 .195. Ayan. And then proceed tayo dito. We have 200 here. So we have 192.168 .11.199. So yan. So as we can see, dito na natin magagamit itong last network address na nilagay natin. So we have here 204. So kaya tayo nagdagdag is para makuha yung broadcast address, yung last broadcast address. So what do we have here is 204. So we have here a 192.168.11.203. So we're done getting the broadcast address. So now mag-proceed naman na po tayo sa pagkuha ng last usable address. So ang pagkuha naman ng last usable IP address natin ay kukunin natin yung broadcast address -1. So kukunin natin yung mga broadcast address, then magma-minus tayo ng isa. So visible pa naman. So excuse me sir, a bit. So ayan, sorry for the delay sir. So proceed na po tayo. First na last usable IP address natin is 192. So bakit 254? Again, dito tayo magma-minus 1 sa dulo. So same process as the others. So kunin natin yung broadcast address -1, to get the last usable IP address. So 192.168.7.254. So next is 192.168.9.254. Same process, 192.168.10.254. So 192.168.11.126. Tama? Okay. So we have here the next one is 192.168.11.190. So then ito tayo nag-minus 1. So we get the 190 and so dito 127, 126. So let's proceed. So we have here 192.168.11.194. So yeah. Then the second to the last, so we have 192.168.11.198. So we have the last one. So we have 192.168.11.202. So yan, we're done in the last usable address and kompleto na rin po yung VLSM submitting table natin. So pwede na po tayong mag-proceed dito sa addressing scheme. So as we can see here, we have device name interface, IPA address, submit mask, port gateway. We have router 1, 2, and 3, then PC 0 to 6. So we in getting addressing scheme naman po, kapag yung isang end devices is connected sa router, ang kukunin natin ay yung last usable IP address. So start tayo. So as you can see here, indicated na yung fast Ethernet and SE. So yeah. So this all of this would refer as the interface. So yeah. Next, proceed na tayo sa pagkuha ng IP address. So pagkuha ng IP, hanapin natin yung FA0/0 sa router 1. So ito si router 1, and hanapin lang natin si fast Ethernet 0/0. Connected siya sa PC2 na may 350 host. So yan, ito. Pakita natin dito. Fast Ethernet 0. So, share natin sa router 1 is connected into PC2, which have 350 hosts. So, ang kukuha lang natin is yung first usable IP address ni PC2. So, PC2 350 first usable address. Yan. So, ito, kunin natin. Copy lang natin yan. So ito, 192.168.8.1. Lagay natin siya dito sa Fast Ethernet 0/0, and ang subnet mask niya is check natin yung CRDR na. So this is 23. Para makuha natin yung subnet is kailangan mo natin malaman yung CIDR nya. So ang subnet mask ni 23 is 255.255.254.0. So next, we have Fast Ethernet 1, router 1. Ito po, as we can see. Ito. Connect siya sa PC5, which has 125 hosts. And ang kukunin nating IP address is ulit yung first usable IP address ni PC5. So 125, let's check. First usable na 125. Ito. Yan. Copy lang natin. 192.168.11.1. Yan. So, para makuha yung subnet ulit, kailangan natin tignan yung CIDR muna niya para makuha natin yung subnet niya. So, PC5, 125. So, CIDR na is 25. Yung subnet mask niya ay 255.255.128. So, ayan. And next is yung itong SE or Serial Interface 0. So para makuha to, tignan natin dito sa network diagram. So ito, Serial Interface 0 sa router 1. So isa siyang DCE. So ang kukunin natin IP niya is yung last usable. So connected siya sa ating router 2. So ang kukunin natin IP address is last usable IP address ni router 1. So ito, router 1. And ang last usable niya is ito, 192.168.11.1.194. So, copy natin. Ayan. Lagyan natin dito. Paste natin. And ang pagkuha ng submit pass niya is check ulit natin yung CIDR na. So, ito kanyang CIDR is 30. So, we have here 255.255.252. So, and next is the serial interface 0/0/1 ni router 1. So ito yung serial interface 1 ni router 1. Naka-DCE din. So, ang kukunin natin is yung last last usable IP address. Ano? So, wait. So, ito. Serial interface 1. Router 1. DCE siya. And ang DCE is kunin is yung I think last hindi first usable IP first usable first usable IP address ng router 3 kasi dito siya connected. So this is router 3. So ito 192.168.11.201. Copy lang natin yan. So para makuha yung subnet ulit is tignan natin yung CIDR. So same sa serial interface 030. So subnet mask niya is 255.255.255.252. So yan. So we can see tapos na tayo sa router 1. Router 2 na po tayo. So fast ethernet 0 router 2. Ito. Fast ethernet 0 is connected sa PC1 and meron siyang 765. So kukunin natin yung first usable IP. So ito 765. Kunin natin first usable. So ito 192.168.4.1. So lagay lang natin siya. Ayan. Copy natin. Next, yung subnet mask niya. So hanapin natin yung CIDR. Yung CIDR niya is 22. Ito. 22. So subnet mask niya is I 255.255.252.0. So check natin if tama. So ID of 22. So subnet mask niya is 255.255.252.0. So ayan, proceed tayo sa fast ethernet 1 ni router 2. Fast ethernet 1 ni router 2, and connected siya sa PC4 which has 150 hosts. So ang kukunin natin is yung first usable. So hanapin lang natin yung 150 first usable IP. So ito 192. Wait. Ito 192.168.0. Ito, copy lang natin yan. Natin dito. Please lang. TCIDR is 24. So 24 is 255.255.255.0. So yan. Kasi 255.255.255.0. So serial interface 0 na tayo ni router 2. Interface 0 BCE. Sabihin ang kukunin natin IP address is first usable ni router 1 kasi dito siya connected. So router 1, so dahil DCE siya, ito yung kunin natin, first usable. Yeah. So ito 192.168.11.193. Copy lang natin. So paste lang natin siya. To double check BCE. Yeah. So ayan, and kukunin na natin ngayon yung subnet mask niya. Router 1, meron siyang CIDR na 30. So meron siyang subnet mask na 255.255.252. So ayan. So ayan, yeah. Itong last part na ng router 2, serial interface 1. Check natin. So router 2 interface ito, same process. dahil naka-DCE siya, ang kukunin natin is yung last usable IP address. So, yan. Kunin natin yung last usable IP ni router 2. So, ito si router 2. Ito yung router 2. So, here. The 192.168.11.192. So, copy lang natin yan. Yan. So, 192.168.11.198. So, that's usable. Ito. So, CRDR niya is 30. So, that means ang subnet mask niya is 255.255.255.252. So, proceed na tayo kay router 3. Consider net 0, router 3. Ito, connected sa PC6 which has 900 hosts. So, ito. And kunin ulit natin yung first usable IP na. So, ito. 192.168.0.1. So, yan. Is lang natin. And CIDR niya is 22. So that means ang subnet mask niya is 255.255.252.0. 255.255.252.0. So, proceed tayo sa Fast Ethernet 1 ni router 3. So, ito. Nakakonect siya sa PC3 na merong 50 hosts. So, check natin dito yung 50 hosts. Same process. Ang kukunin natin is yung first usable IP address. So, ito. 192.168.11.129. Lagyan lang natin dito. Yan. Paste natin. So, 50. CIDR niya is 26 para makuha yung subnet niya. Check yung CIDR. And the subnet is yan. Subnet is 255.255 that yan. Wait. So yeah, 255.255 that 255 that 192. So yan. Next is a serial interface of router 3. DC ulit. So, it means first usable IP yung kukunin natin. So, first usable IP ni router 2 kasi nandun yung connection nila. So, ito si router 2. First usable. So, ito. 192.168.11.129. 197. So, copy lang natin. And then, lagay natin siya dito. 197. CIDR niya is 30. So, that means, ang subnet mask niya is 255 that 255 that 252. So yan, so proceed na tayo sa last na router 3, serial interface 1. So here, ito siya, serial interface 1 ng router 3. DCE. So last usable naman ang kukunin natin, last usable address ng router 3. So ito yung router 3 natin. Yan. So ito, diba? Ito ang last usable niya is 192.168.11.202. So paste lang natin and hanapin natin ulit yung CIDR niya is 30. So subnet mask niya is 255.255.252. Oh, mali. 252. Yan. Ito po. As you can see, tapos na po natin ang IP address and subnet mask na router 1, 2, and 3. So, ang default gateway naman po niya is NA lahat or non-applicable. So, proceed naman tayo sa mga PC0. So there's no PC0. So let's consider this as not applicable kasi walang PC0 sa network diagram. So yeah. So next, PC1. So yeah. PC1. Ito. Meron siyang 765 hosts. Ito. Yung 765. And ang kukunin naman natin dito is yung last usable IP address niya. Ayan. Dahil end devices siya, kaya last usable IP address natin. So, copy lang natin ito. .192.168.7.204. Insert lang natin dito. Paste natin. So ADR niya is 22. So .255.252.0. Ito po yung subnet mask niya. Tama ba? Okay, double check natin. So yes, next PC2 is here. Merong host na 350 hosts. So same process. Kung kukunin natin is yung last usable IP address dahil siya ay isang end device. So ito 192.168 dot 9 9 dot yeah, dot 9 dot 254. So dito. Ayan. So hanapin lang natin yung CIDR. So 350 is ito is 23. So yeah, so that's this means subnet mask yeah is 255.254.0. Yeah, so 255.254.0. So proceed. So ang default gateway naman, so kung ano naman yung first usable IP address ng PC, yun din po yung ilalagay natin. So PC1, so ito ang first usable niya is 192.168.4.1. copy lang natin. Ayan. So something PC2 350. So ito first usable niya is 192.168.8.1. So ganun lang po pagkuha ng default gateway. So please lang po natin nandyan. And next is PC3. Meron siyang 50 hosts. So kukunin natin ulit is yung last usable IP address. Ito 192.168.11.190. See? Ayan. Paste lang natin. And CIDR niya is 26. So ang subnet mask niya is 255.255.192. So the default gateway niya is yung first usable. So 50. Ito mayroong PC3, may host na 50. So kukunin natin is itong 192.168.11.129. So ayan, paste lang natin dito. So ayan, so so proceed tayo into PC 4. So check natin si PC4. Yan, meron siyang 150 na host. Tingnan natin yung last usable ulit. Same process. Yan. Tingnan natin. Paste natin dito. CIDR niya is PC4 first 150 is 24. Yan. Ito. So, subnet mask niya is 255.255.255.0. First usable IP naman niya. So, is 192.168.10.1. Ayan. So, yan. We still have 2 more. So, proceed na tayo sa PC5. PC5, meron tayo 125 hosts. Ito. So, hanapin lang natin yung last usable niya. Ayan. So, ito, 192.168.11.126. Paste lang natin yan dito. Ayan. At PC5, 125. Ayan. Swiss. PC5. Ayan. Ayan. 125, yeah. 125 and ayan. 125 is 25 is yan yan. So that means so okay. So PC5. So kunin na muna natin yung first usable na 125. So ito BS default gateway niya. So ayan. Ayan. So break tayo. So 125. Yeah. So ADR niya is 25. So ang subnet mask niya is 255.255.255.128. So that. So last but not the least, PC6, which has 900 number of hosts. So yan, ito. So yan, hanapin lang natin yung last usable IP. So ito, last usable niya is 192.168.3.254. So paste natin dito. Oh, ba? 254. Ayan. And so IDR niya is 22. So ang subnet mask niya is 255.255.255. 252.0. So last is yung default gateway niya, which is kukunin natin sa first usable IP address, which is 192.168.0.1. 192.168.0.1. And always remember na lahat ng default gateway ng mga PCs is same as the first usable IP address. So there you have it. Kompleto na natin yung VLSM subnetting table and addressing scheme ng coarse output of subnetting of networks. So yeah, so that would be all, sir, and thank you po.